Brian Plarski with Buy Insurance Better. Let's try to answer a very difficult question. Is why is it when I make a small claim after having none, does my price go up? Now, there's a little bit of mystery to this answer. There's a little bit of logic that might go into it, and there's probably a little bit of unfairness. So the first thing people think about is, I've been paying all this money for all these years, I make one small claim, and then they bring my price back up. What the heck? One thing to think about is the premium you're paying goes to a lot of expenses for the insurance company. It goes to fund other major claims going on within the risk pool that you're in. So risk pooling is insurance. The dollars of many pay for the claims of few. The next thing to know is that there's expenses to operate the business. There's profit they're trying to make. They are buying reinsurance. They're doing other things with the money. It's not just going into a bank account waiting for you to make a claim in the future. The next thing to understand is when you do make a claim, there's expenses associated with adjudicating that claim, which is they're going to review the policy to make sure it's covered. They're going to have somebody doing that. They're going to might have experts involved in evaluating the true dollar amount that should be paid out. There's an expense they're trying to capture on that, which it can't happen in the current term. It has to happen at the renewal. So that's another reason why the cost goes up. The other thing that people really want to know is, what the heck? Why even buy this stuff? That if I'm going to make a claim, my costs are going to go up. Again, the inherent principle in insurance really is to protect against that catastrophic event. I'm not saying that you can't and won't make claims or seek reimbursement for smaller events, but the true nature of how the system works is it is meant for that catastrophic loss that you cannot afford to retain on your own. So when thinking about making a claim or not a claim, or the fairness of buying this versus having a premium change over your head, just think of smaller claims as more claim financing. So you got some issues going on, you want to make a claim. Most likely, if it's a small amount, you're trading dollars with the insurance company. You're going to want their expenses back next year plus profit, or maybe over a couple of years, you're going to see a slight premium change. So what they've done is really accelerated your payment up front, and then you're going to kind of pay for it over time. Just know that's part of the system, that's part of the game. But the true item that really makes sure you're buying insurance from and really thinking about is the catastrophic loss. That's what we're all here for. That's what the insurance companies want to pay, and that's why you're buying it. Brian Plarski with Buy Insurance Better.